What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's only been like almost a year since I've been on YouTube. It's been a really long time. Lots of life changes. Things are going great, but I've just been super busy and I just haven't had, I'm not even gonna say I haven't had time. Let's not make excuses. I haven't made time to be on YouTube. And so for today's look, I'm gonna show you how I did this look today, inspired by my favorite goddess, Isis, who is the OG of ancient Egypt goddesses. If you don't know who she is, I'm going to put up a picture here and give you a couple facts on her because she is just a badass woman. And in today's video, we're not going to talk about COVID-19, economic problems, the president, none of that. We're just going to strictly do makeup. I'm just having fun with this video, so if you're interested in watching, grab a coffee, grab a tea, grab some wine, whatever, and let's get started. So I'm starting with a bare face today. I just have my eyebrows on, and let me just say, my skin has really been acting up these past couple of days, which is weird because I haven't been wearing any makeup. You would think that having that relief from not wearing any makeup would help my skin, but that has not been the case. But okay, I pulled out a couple palettes to use. I have a few Jeffree Star palettes here and the Norvina palette, and I'll just kind of be walking you through this look. So first I'm going to go in with like a light blue shade to kind of just be the transition before I do like a darker blue. And I've got some tape here that I'm going to put to just make like a wing shape for this eyeshadow look. I'm just going to put it from my bottom lash out to where my eyebrow, the end part of my eyebrow tail. This looks really weird, I know, but it helps you do what you want it to do. So first I'm just going in with What's the Tea from Jeffree Star's Conspiracy palette. And I'm just gonna put this shade in my crease. So I'm just gonna take like a Morphe M433 brush and dip into this color. Ooh, my tape's falling off, that's not good. I'm just packing that color on gradually, so just a little bit at a time, and then going over it. Okay, so now that I've laid down that shade, I want to take like a darker blue for the outer part of the outer V of my eye. Then I'm gonna take this shade called Vile Serpent in the Bloodlust palette by Jeffree Star also. This is so fitting for this goddess look, the serpent, which is pretty cool because Isis had scorpions who were like on her side and her little like helpers when she had like missions and things to do. So I'm gonna take this smaller Morphe M506 brush. Okay, I cannot get this brush to focus, but it has a little like small tapered end, and so that's why I'm gonna use this just to kind of focus this darker shade on the outer portion. And so I'm just going to start lightly tapping it on the outer part of my eye. And for these darker shades, you want to just like pack them on. I don't know how else to explain that. Just like kind of get a lot and put it where you want it, and then you can go in and blend it afterwards. And I go back and forth with my eyeshadows. So like how I've already been in What's the Tea, I'll go back in with that, layer it, go back in with this, layer it. Same thing with over here. Just gonna start packing it into the outer V of my eye. Lordy, I am so pale. You can kind of just see that I'm packing that on the outer parts of the eye. And then I go back with that first brush I used. Go back in What's the Tea, that first shade, and blend that in to the darker color. So you're just making sure that those colors are blending nicely together. Okay, so we're gonna leave it like that for now. And then another color that I want to mix in here is like a gold and a red, because Isis was like blues, greens, golds, reds, like teals, those kind of shades. So that's what I want to do with this look. So we're gonna already have like the blues in there. So I think next I'm going to take a red shade. And then you're probably thinking, blue and red, what the hell? We get really weird around here. We get really weird. So we're gonna take this red shade called Flaming Hot from the Conspiracy palette. This shade is so pigmented, it actually like stains your eyelids, which is like really common for red eyeshadows, but a little alarming if you don't know that. And I just want to lay this down because I have an actual like sparkly red that I want to place on top of it. And I want to bring this red over a little bit so that it blends into the gold easier, and it just has something to like, and it has like a base color. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So then the next shade, I'm going to go in with like a glittery red shade to go on top. And this shade is Bleeding Heart. It's also from Jeffree Star's Bloodlust palette. And honestly, these kind of shades work best with your finger, but I'm just going to use like this flat, almost like concealer brush to just pack this on top of the red that's already there. Okay, actually I'm going to use my finger because that's being weird. And then I'm really excited to use this. And this shade Sworn Enemy is definitely like one of my favorites in the palette. It's this cool bronze color. So I want the front of my eye to like have gold, and we're gonna do some cool stuff on the bottom too, but we will wait for that. And this is just like a cool bronzier green gold, which I think will be pretty neat. So again, I'm just gonna take like a flatter kind of brush. I'm just gonna focus this like on the inner part of my eye and move it over and start to blend it with the red. Okay, so this is what we are working with. And if anything's like not as blended as we like, we can go back in with the brushes that we use and just kind of clean everything up. So I'm just gonna take that light shade, go on top of what I first put down. And this is how you get colors to really show up as well. I'm just packing a little bit more of that teal shade on the outer part. Take this handy dandy tape off, and you can see it created a nice little wing for us. And so now I think I want to go in with like a green in the bottom. I'm just going to start to align with this. Nothing's focusing, but it's like a, let's see, it's a Morphe M432. And I'm just going in this with this green shade from the Norvina palette. And then I'm even thinking we get wild. Okay, we get crazy. And I want to connect it with yellow. So from here to here, I want to connect it with yellow. So I'm just honestly going to use the same brush because that will help the shades mix a little bit better too. So I'm going to take this yellow and start to connect from the green to the inner part of the eye. Don't mind the tape marks, but I'm just merging the yellow color into the green so that there's, it's like a gradient effect. They're going back in with that green. And I'm just flicking it upwards into that other shade up top so that it blends into that as well. And if you have any areas that you need to clean up, just like take a makeup wipe and go along wherever it is you're wanting to clean up. And so before I add like an inner corner highlight, I like to do that last so it kind of just like ties everything together. But I'm gonna put the rest of my makeup on and then I will come back and we will finish the eyes together. Okay, so I went ahead and did the rest of my face. I'm gonna show you a close-up of what everything looks like. That bronze shade that I put on the first part of my eye, it's kind of hard to see here, but I took this shimmery shade and I put it over top of it because I felt like it was a little dark for the look and I wanted to just brighten it up a little bit. So now I just want to take like a color on the inner corner and also put on my brow bone, and then I think we'll be good to go. So I think I'm going to use this liquid eyeshadow by Stila in the shade Mint Myth. It's like a bright turquoise kind of shade. And these are so cool, like they're very vibrant and are perfect for like inner corner stuff. I like layering them mostly, but for like inner corner this works perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this directly into the inner corner. Holy moly! That is bright. And I'm just taking it right on the inner corner here and just blending it a little bit on the top and the bottom. And so I'm going to take this same shade and put it on my brow bone. And just to make sure that that's blended well, I'm just going to take that brush that the first shade was on, that what's the tea, and just blend it into the highlight on the brow bone. Okay, and so I'll zoom you guys in. And so really just to finish off this look, I'm just going to apply some highlight and a lip. And so for my highlight, I'm going to use this Aurora Glow Kit. This is an oldie but goodie Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight palette. I've had this for so long and I swear I got it from TJ Maxx, girl. I just think they do a really good job, and I'm gonna mix two of them. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit on my nose as well. So I'm going to stick with a nude lip because I don't really want to distract from the eye too much. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat lip liner in Iconic Nude. And then I'm just going to go in with this Bite Beauty lip gloss, and it is the Amuse Bouche, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Amuse Bouche liquefied lip in caramelized, and it's just like a basic nude, also TJ Maxx. And I'm just gonna take my setting spray, my tried and true Morphe continuous setting mist, and doused my face with it. And so here is the final look, inspired by Miss Isis Goddess herself. And shout out to Auburn for giving me this cool idea to do a goddess inspired look. I really wanted to do something different that I haven't done on this channel before, so I hope you guys liked it. I hope you liked adventuring the world of color with me with eyeshadow, and stay tuned for some more videos that I will be putting on here onto my channel. I appreciate you watching.